We're now ready to create an Asana app and generate API credentials. I'm going to click Create New App, give this a name, Asana Connector, integrate Asana with another tool, agree to their terms and service, and create the app. So you'll see the app was generated and that you've got this client ID and client secret. Like we mentioned in the API fundamentals course, when you're using an OAuth authentication method, you'll usually see a client ID and client secret be generated by your app. These are very important values that you'll want to copy, and we'll input them into front later. Also, treat these values as sensitive information. Treat it like a password. You don't want to share these around because otherwise someone can impersonate your application. For this test purpose, you're seeing my values here. I'm going to delete this app right after, so these credentials are going to disappear. Now, that's usually what you need to get started. If we go back to Asana's docs and you read through this a little bit, near the end, they mentioned that you've got to, you might want to share your app. So when your app is ready to use, you need to check your distribution settings. And there you can share your app with more workspaces. And what that means is that the app you generated is really just kind of working within the Asana ecosystem. But if you want it to work, if you want those credentials to work outside of Asana, it looks like you have to go into this distribution settings for the app and change some of those there. That's not typical for every service that you'll integrate with, but some services might have you do that where you're specifying that someone outside of Asana can use this API key. You can also read more about these distribution settings beneath the Manage Your App section in Share Your App. They've got a little bit more detail about how to change those. But essentially, if we go back to the app, we can go here to Manage Distribution. And right now, it's for specific workspaces. So what we want to do is select any workspace so that our app can work outside of Asana.